I released my report in June, demonstrating that the killing of Jamal Khashoggi was premeditated, that it was planned, that it was organized, and it is a killing for which the state of Saudi Arabia is responsible. It is a killing that demands a thorough investigation of the chain of command. I have initiated that investigation because of the kind of mandate I have. I have not pursued it all the way to the end. This is why I have been asking for a proper criminal investigation into the chain of command. The judicial process in Saudi Arabia, as far as I am aware and concerned, is not going to deliver accountability. Yes, 11 individuals are on trial. They are not the mastermind. And the trial has been ongoing since January. Very little new information is being revealed. The trial is held behind closed door and is not contradictory. It's very difficult to see how true justice can be delivered through that trial. Now, justice for Jamal Khashoggi can take many forms and many shapes. It's not just about accountability in Saudi Arabia, because that is going to take a long time. The current institutions in Saudi Arabia are not geared to deliver accountability as we mean it under international law. But justice for Jamal Khashoggi can come from different processes. It can come from the international community imposing sanctions on high-level individuals or on the state. It can come from trials outside Saudi Arabia, focusing on Saudi Arabia, focusing on individuals, high-level officials, and unveiling the processes that are about repression and violations of international human rights in Saudi Arabia. So those are ongoing. There are a number of trials in the United States at the moment. I know that we are looking at other means of allowing for more truth-telling around the killing of Jamal Khashoggi. We are continuing to ask for a moratorium on the export of surveillance technology, and I hope to have more information towards that objective in a few months. So it is clearly, we reached a stage where Saudi Arabia is engaged in a strategy of charm and investing a great deal in soft power, sport event, cultural event, intellectual event, and possibly adding insult to injury, press freedom event. They have a good sense of humor, I guess.
The European Parliament suggested asset freezes, visa bans for people who are identified. You have identified people on your report. Would you like to see the European Parliament and maybe the EU as a whole taking more action in this particular area?
Absolutely. Look, individualized sanctions, whether they are called to, referring to the global Magnitsky process or to other form of individual sanction, are extremely important. And they've demonstrated their effectiveness if and when they are targeting high-level officials. At the moment, the individualized sanction for the killing of Jamal Khashoggi really target low-level officials. The highest level official is Saud al-Qahtani, and he was an advisor, maybe still is an advisor to the Crown Prince. In my opinion, those individualized sanctions are not targeting the right people, and they need to move up, and they need to go all the way to the Crown Prince. That will be an effective use of individualized sanctions as long as we do not have the Crown Prince and people around him included in the individualized sanctions. I do not believe they're going to be very effective, first. Second, as I have repeatedly stated, the killing of Jamal Khashoggi was a state killing. It is a killing for which the state of Saudi Arabia is responsible, and therefore I would want to see policies and actions taken that focus on the state in addition to high-level officials. This is why, among other things, I have also called for a moratorium on the sale of surveillance technology.